Welcome to this presentation on corporate strategy, specifically focusing on diversification in multi-business companies. Diversification is a cornerstone of strategic decision-making that allows companies to grow beyond their existing markets, reduce risks by spreading operations across multiple industries, and leverage synergies between different business units. Think of it as a chessboard. Each move, whether entering a new market or acquiring a new business, needs to align with a larger strategy to create value and maintain competitive advantage. Today, we'll explore how diversification operates as a transformative tool, looking closely at examples from companies like PepsiCo, which has successfully expanded into related and unrelated industries to secure its market position. The goal of this session is not only to understand what diversification is, but to examine how it works in practice, using strategic frameworks and real-world case studies to illuminate the path forward. Corporate strategy is about the big picture, where a company wants to go and how it plans to get there. Diversification, as a key part of corporate strategy, addresses a central challenge. How can companies grow sustainably in an unpredictable and competitive world? Diversification offers answers by enabling organizations to spread their risks and explore new opportunities. For instance, PepsiCo isn't just a beverage company, it has strategically expanded into snack foods and even healthier product categories like plant-based snacks. Why? Because consumer preferences are shifting, and diversification allows PepsiCo to meet these demands while stabilizing revenue streams. By understanding the reasons behind diversification and the strategic tools used to implement it, you'll gain the ability to critically evaluate why companies choose to expand into new areas and how they manage the inherent challenges of such moves. Diversification is a way for companies to evolve, and it typically takes two forms: related and unrelated diversification. Related diversification happens when a company enters industries that complement its current operations. For example, PepsiCo's decision to add snack foods to its beverage portfolio is related diversification because it builds on shared distribution networks, marketing expertise, and brand recognition. On the other hand, unrelated diversification is when a company ventures into industries that are entirely different from its current operations, such as a technology firm acquiring a retail chain. Each approach has its rationale. Related diversification often seeks to create synergies, like cost savings or shared innovation, while unrelated diversification spreads risk across unconnected markets. Understanding these distinctions is critical because the choice between the two depends on factors like the company's existing resources, the competitive landscape, and long-term strategic goals. Why do companies diversify? There are both strategic and financial motives. Strategically, diversification allows companies to grow by tapping into new markets or customer bases. For instance, when PepsiCo expanded into emerging markets like China and Brazil, it wasn't just about selling more products, it was about establishing a presence in regions with high growth potential. Diversification also reduces risk. Imagine if a company only operates in one industry, and that industry faces a downturn. The company's survival is at stake. Diversifying across industries acts like a safety net. Financially, diversification can lead to economies of scale and increased market power. For example, by procuring raw materials in bulk for both snacks and beverages, PepsiCo can lower its costs significantly. However, these benefits don't come automatically. Companies must carefully analyze whether the potential rewards justify the risks and investments involved in diversification. Before a company decides to diversify, it must ask, is this industry worth entering? This is where tools like Porter's 5 Forces and PESTEL analysis come into play. Porter's 5 Forces helps companies evaluate competitive dynamics, such as the intensity of rivalry or the bargaining power of suppliers. For example, if PepsiCo were considering entering a new snack market, it would need to understand who its competitors are and how easy it would be for new entrants to disrupt the market. PESTEL analysis goes a step further by examining external factors like political stability, economic trends, and technological advancements. These tools provide a structured way to assess whether a new industry aligns with the company's goals and has the potential to deliver sustainable profitability. Without this analysis, diversification could turn into a costly mistake. Strategic fit is the glue that binds a company's diversification strategy together. It ensures that new business ventures complement existing operations rather than create fragmentation. For instance, PepsiCo's snack and beverage divisions share resources like marketing campaigns, distribution networks, and customer insights. This interconnectedness not only reduces costs, but also enhances competitive advantage. Imagine the alternative. A company entering a new industry without strategic fit might struggle to integrate its operations, leading to inefficiencies and missed opportunities. The concept of strategic fit also extends to competencies. If a company excels in product innovation, entering industries where innovation drives success can amplify its competitive edge. Thus, strategic fit isn't just a theoretical idea, it's a practical guideline for ensuring that diversification creates, rather than dilutes value. Diversification strategies can be broadly divided into related and unrelated approaches, each serving different purposes and requiring distinct methods of execution. Related diversification is about leveraging what a company already does well. For example, PepsiCo's move into snack foods was a natural progression from its beverage business because both could share distribution systems, marketing expertise, and consumer research. This strategy often yields synergies, cost savings, efficiency gains, or enhanced brand equity. On the other hand, unrelated diversification involves entering industries with no apparent connection to the current business. This approach might seem risky, but it can offer significant rewards by spreading risk across unrelated sectors. Think of a company like GE, which has operated in fields as varied as appliances, healthcare, and finance. The challenge with unrelated diversification, however, is managing entirely different businesses with potentially conflicting operational models and cultures. Deciding between these strategies depends on the company's core competencies, available resources, and long-term goals. There are three main methods of diversification: internal development, mergers and acquisitions, and joint ventures or alliances. Internal development involves building new products or services in-house. This approach gives the company full control, but often requires significant time and resources. PepsiCo, for example, developed its own healthier snack lines internally to meet the growing demand for health-conscious products. Mergers and acquisitions offer immediate entry into new markets or industries, such as PepsiCo's acquisition of Tropicana to strengthen its juice offerings. However, this approach comes with challenges like integration complexities and cultural clashes. Lastly, joint ventures and alliances are collaborative efforts where two or more companies pool resources to pursue shared goals. These partnerships are often used to share risks and costs, especially when entering new geographical markets. Each method has its pros and cons, and choosing the right one depends on factors like speed to market, resource availability, and the degree of risk a company is willing to take. Once a company has diversified, how does it measure success? Performance evaluation is a critical aspect of managing a diversified business, and it requires a comprehensive approach. Financial metrics such as revenue growth, profitability, and return on investment are important, but they only tell part of the story. Non-financial metrics, like customer satisfaction and employee engagement, are equally vital for assessing long-term sustainability. The balanced scorecard is an effective tool for this purpose, as it looks at four perspectives: financial, customer, internal processes, and learning and growth. For example, PepsiCo could use the balanced scorecard to evaluate not just its profit margins, but also its ability to innovate and adapt to market trends. This holistic approach ensures that diversification aligns with the company's overall strategic objectives and creates sustainable value. Diversification is not without its challenges. One of the biggest is managerial complexity. Managing a portfolio of diverse businesses requires robust coordination and decision-making systems. For instance, PepsiCo must balance the needs of its snack and beverage divisions while ensuring that its corporate culture remains cohesive. Another challenge is resource allocation. Companies often face tough choices about where to invest time, money, and talent, especially when different divisions compete for the same resources. Cultural integration is another major hurdle, particularly in the case of mergers and acquisitions. Bringing together teams from different organizational backgrounds can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts if not managed carefully. To overcome these challenges, companies must prioritize clear communication, align their strategies across business units, and invest in leadership development to navigate the complexities of diversification effectively. In conclusion, diversification is a powerful but complex strategy that requires careful planning and execution. It can drive growth, reduce risk, and create value, but only when aligned with a company's core competencies and long-term objectives. The key is to approach diversification methodically, evaluate industry attractiveness, ensure strategic fit, and use robust performance metrics to track outcomes. As we move into the future, trends like digital transformation, sustainability, and global market shifts will continue to influence how companies diversify. For example, PepsiCo's investment in healthier options and sustainable practices shows how diversification can align with both market demands and ethical considerations. The lessons we've explored today, grounded in both theory and practice, equip us to better understand the complexities of corporate strategy and apply these insights in real-world scenarios.